Hello and welcome to the Ocean News podcast, an audio series in which we take a deeper dive into the most important stories and biggest headlines from the Oceanographic newsroom. I'm Eva Cahill, the editorial assistant here at Oceanographic, and in today's episode, we'll be taking a closer look at an intriguing seabird conservation project off the coast of Britain, where researchers are using 100 fake plastic puffins to convince the local population that the islet is safe once again to nest. Puffins once bred in great numbers on the Calf of Man, a 616-acre islet located on the southwest coast of the Isle of Man in the Irish Sea. But that all changed in the 1790s when a shipwreck introduced brown rats onto the island, which decimated the puffin population. The word rat on the Isle of Man is considered bad luck, and local fishermen avoided directly naming them historically for fear of angering the spirits and bringing on dangerous storms. And for the puffin population on the Calf of Man, rats certainly brought misfortune. While the colony had managed to briefly recover in the 20th century, peaking at about 60 pairs in 1979, another shipwreck in the 1980s reintroduced the animals, wiping out the islet's entire colony of puffins. Puffins are, by their nature, highly social. They are also monogamous and loyal to sites where they see other puffins thriving. They won't nest alone. So, when the brown rats were finally eradicated in 2012 and 2013, the Manx Wildlife Trust leveraged these birds' sociable nature in order to re-establish a breeding colony on the island. To attract the puffins back to the island, they created 100 lifelike, weather-resistant decoy puffins and anchored them to the cliffs. And to make this illusion as convincing as possible, the team also installed solar-powered speakers to blast continuous puffin calls out to sea to catch the attention of passing juveniles. In 2021, the team began to see signs that their novel strategy was working. A photograph captured a real puffin cozying up to a fake one. It was even gathering nesting material. And the team took this as a major win. Ever since, the number of real puffins rafting on the water and landing on the calf's cliffs has grown steadily. The ultimate goal, though, is to spot a fully fledged puffling, which would confirm the site has been fully established as a breeding site. And this project is hoping to act as an example of how creative behavioural engineering can give endangered seabirds a fighting chance against broader global threats like climate change and overfishing. Dr. Laura Howe is the Marine Officer at the Manx Wildlife Trust. She leads the Puffin Decoy project on the Calf of Man, so I spoke to her to get a sense of how the project has developed, what the experimental technique means for the future of seabird conservation, and what her hopes are for the puffins on the Calf of Man. So can you explain to me why this project is so important and why you've used these puffin decoys?
The project's really important because puffin numbers are declining all across the British Isles and further afield and here on the Isle of Man and of course the Calf. We used to have breeding puffins here and they've been lost, so the project will hopefully bring them back. And so it's a really vital, important part of puffin conservation. The reason we have the decoys is because puffins are colony. They like to be in colonies and therefore we need to have some form of fake colony to make them feel safe and comfortable. You'll see it with a lot of seabirds. They live in colonies for safety reasons, and puffins are no different. So the decoys are there to reassure the puffins that it's a great place to be.
And since you've put the decoys on the island and put the speaker system in, what kind of results have you seen over the last 10 years?
We've had increased numbers of puffin sightings on the water around the island at the 3 decoy locations that we have. Numbers have been increasing. We've also seen puffins sighted landing on the Calf, so at Keone Holby and toward the Boronet.
Mm-hmm. And so what is kind of the hope for the islet and the project? What do you need to see for it to be kind of considered a success?
Baby pufflings. Obviously, if you see birds with nesting material, that's obviously a good sign that they're at least attempting to breed. But obviously, in an ideal world, we would, see the pufflings. So yeah, that's what we'd really be hoping to see, and just a general increase in live puffins on the Calf as well. That would be a good start. But definitely, breeding would be the absolute pinnacle of the project.
All that's left now, then, is that all-important news of a fully fledged puffling on the Calf of Man. If you would like to read more about this story or other stories related to seabird conservation, head to the Oceanographic newsroom. This has been the Ocean News podcast. I've been Eva Cahill. Thank you for listening.